is everybody related? I don't remember watching this as a kid. The whole family's toxic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 9. Yes, we're doing this. We're going strong because I said as long as at least one of y'all comments down below on each Vlogmas video, I'm coming back for the next day. So hopefully we can get to 12 days of Vlogmas. Today we're talking about none other than Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Zero. And you know I'm a writer, so you know I got my notes. Because I rewatched this movie after I don't know how long, y'all, since I was a kid. And oh, it's different than I remember. And we gonna talk about it. But first, hi, I'm Chris Az. I'm a YA contemporary fantasy author and the creator of my own indie animated comedy mystery cartoon, WKS. The pilot's out now, go check it out. But all right, let's dive in because it's a lot. First things first, Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Zero is about a 1 hour long movie that premiered in 2006. But what is it about? Oh my God. Let me tell you. And we gonna do it real quick because I know it was an hour long, but we ain't got that kind of time. Okay, so boom, it starts off with this kid named Monty running away from this adult named Pappy, who's apparently forcing all his kids to make tapioca. One of the writers who wrote this movie probably had a tapioca addiction. But so Monty's running away, and then this skinny kid named Ben comes along. He's like, well, stop, no, we should go back. And Monty's like, I'm leaving, I'm done with all this foolishness. I ain't making tapioca for no raggedy, harsh conditions. Monty's like, Ben, let's go, let's leave this place. But Ben is like, no, I want to go back. So Ben go back to the harsh conditions, and Monty finds this Codename Kids Next Door book, boom, kicking off the whole movie. Monty start throwing grenades. Monty's fighting back. Oh, I was scared of Monty. Monty gets away, cool. Then we fast forward to present day with number one. Everything's all cool at the museum until the adults take over. Y'all remember Count Dracula, the dentist, all of the grandma with the cats? Oh, they all came out the woodworks. They said enough is enough. Things were looking bleak for all the Codename Kids Next Door tree houses. But then Nigel came along with obviously Codename Kids Next Door 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And saved the day, seemingly. Because the adults got away with the working recommissioning module, which is just fancy speak for some memory device. Boom, so now we gotta go find the memory device that they stole. The adults go to none other than the convention center because I guess we all just go to the convention center. Comment down below, do you go to the convention center? Nigel Uno busts up in the convention center trying to save the day and gets quickly captured. Father's running the whole thing. Did I mention that? And you know Father got a nasty temper. Oh, he's mean. Kids Next Door get captured because obviously it's all these adults in the convention center. You outnumbered. Y'all, you didn't think this through. Come on, yeah. Father then executes his plan to use the recommissioning device to inverse age his father back to, not being senile. And this senile grandpa is none other than Poppy, who at the beginning, remember, he was forcing them kids to make that tapioca? Yeah, he turned on Father real quick. Father's all sad sack and tosses the recommissioning device like nobody loves me. Pappy takes it from there for the villains, and he starts to then execute his plan to age everybody to old folk zombies. Now, it was getting a little spooky-ooky. Long story short, the whole world gets ageified. Codename Kids Next Door, Nigel gotta save the day. Boom. Reverse age everybody, happily ever after. That's the gist of the story, but we about to get into it because it was complex. These were the layers. So y'all, before we get into that, let's start with the characters. Which character was the most annoying? Hands down, 86. I don't even have to think about it. That girl really got on my nerves because she took Nigel promotion. Nigel was supposed to get promoted to chief officer operating personnel person. And Nigel's problem was he jumped in too fast. He would rush into the fight without thinking about other people, but he deserved that promotion. The Kids Next Door leader of the whole thing gave the promotion to 86. 86 laughing in his face. 86, and get out of here with that mad at the voice. I want to be brave. What is that, Scottish? Get her out of here. Who was the funniest character? Number 4 got it. Number 4 has got it. Within the first 30 minutes of the show, number 4 is taking down a villain, and he said, I'm gonna show you how to say ouch in Australian. He pulled out a kangaroo, y'all. I kid you not. And hits the guy with the kangaroo. What comedic genius. Then when the adults retreat, he's yelling at them saying, go back to your convention center. And right before their spaceship crashes, he says, impact in 3, W, 9. You can't count. I'ma call CPS. See, they not learning on Hooked on Phonics no more. Now, which character was the most unexpected? And in this case, I'm going to say characters because I really don't remember this. Comment down below, do you remember number 3 and number 4 having a thing? Because when it got to the scene and they were trying to lean into each other, and I'm like, huh? But no, they were most certainly a thing. So that, I was very taken aback. So unexpected. Nigel's dad even had me like, but we'll get into that later in the video. Which character was the MVP? Number 5. She sacrificed herself so number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 could get away. Come on. If anything go down, I'm calling number 5. Because what do you mean? She riding. She's real. We love that. Okay, which character had me shook? And I'm not talking about the most obvious thing. I'm talking about a scene that happened toward the end when Nigel and his dad were running away from the evil hamsters, and his dad was so oblivious, oh, well, maybe we could do this. Nigel, what's happening? Y'all, I kid you not. Nigel literally told his dad, because his nerves was fuming. He was getting heated. He told his dad, shut up, I'm trying to save you. oh, this is a white family. This is some white foolishness from the Caucasus Mountains. Oh, for sure. Telling your to shut. He told us, and I said I couldn't believe it. So then I said the same thing. Wrap it up, because the black parents, they would have had the belt with the spikes on it. And then right after he said shut up, he's like, I regret it. I'm sorry. No, it's too late. You're done. Finished. Kaputskis. Is that not crazy? I know I'm not the only one. That is crazy. And then on top of that, apparently he related to everybody. Let's get into that. Let's get into the actual show now. Because when the movie first came on, I was so confused. I was like, who is this kid? And who is this other kid? And what in Pappy? If Johnny had 2 apples. But then come to find out, Nigel is somehow related to Zero because the recommissioning device wouldn't work unless it was Zero's genetic code. And this was earlier on in the movie. So that's when we kind of deduced, okay, number 1 is somehow related to Zero. Then come to find out number 0 is Nigel's dad. Then after that, Father is Nigel's uncle, and then Pappy is his grandpa. Oh, Nigel messed up in the head. This family needs some counseling. And the delightful children from down the lane are his cousins. If I was Nigel, I would have said, I want a new family. Ain't no amount of playhouse pretending in the treehouse codename kids is gonna save this. Those reveals were actually crazy. It was plot twist on plot twist. And I'm like, did I catch the first genetic code? But then I went back, I said, oh, they did say. Now let's get into the last thing, because watching this now versus watching this as a kid, completely different experience. Watching it as a kid, it's like, oh, okay, we want the kids to win, take down the adults. Y'all are ruining the fun. Adults are evil. Adults are boring at the convention center. You know, you're just watching these things as a kid without seeing the broader implications. And it's just a fun movie. Watching it as an adult, I'm still hung up on we hang out at the convention center. Do you go to the convention center? We're being misrepresented out here. But now as an adult, seeing the villains like the dental floss guy, yes, you need to floss your teeth or they're gonna fall out. But as a kid, it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to floss. I don't want to do that. I'm over here saying go floss your teeth. He needed a good floss, and that one little boy he had caught, wasn't he wearing braces? He needed a good flossing. They was trying to discipline them kids. See now, wait a minute, because I'm on the good side, but also the villains might have had a point. I don't know about them ice cream men though. I mean, 3 ice cream men against that was sus. Well, I don't know what was going on there. And Count Spankula spanking, you don't know them. Wait a minute, because that would not have aired nowadays. That would have been pulled immediately. I also want to touch on timelines. As a kid watching this and just Codename Kids Next Door, I really thought the Codename Kids like generation lore went back decades, centuries. And I'm watching it now like, okay, if Nigel's dad was 0, Nigel's 1, is this a new thing? How long has this organization really been going on? Real quick, the most unhinged moment was when Father confessed to using some sort of device on the delightful children from down the lane. Oh, he needed CPS badly. What do you mean you brainwashed your own kids? Lord help him. And did y'all catch that one kid with the helmet on, his face is always invisible, and then when they turned into actual like good kids, the boy was black? Oh, they sick for that. Why he gotta be dark and invisible in the helmet? And how did Father have a black? Oh, okay. Father was swirling. And that one girl with the pigtail, she was sus too. That's why that mama ain't ever around. How many he got? See, he not fooling me. And while we're talking about Father, aka Ben, watching it as an adult, he was desperate for his daddy's approval. This whole family was toxic with Nigel Uno. Ben really wanted Pappy's approval. That's why when Monty ran away, Ben was the one who went back. Even when Pappy shunned him and humiliated him, Ben left and then teamed up with Monty, Nigel's dad. And at the end, when Pappy openly was like, that's basically the golden egg. That's my good son. Ben, why are you even here? Ben still loved that daddy. We got to get them in some serious counseling. The whole family needs extensive work, extensive sessions. But shout out to Nigel's dad, because he was breaking generational curses. Y'all see the end? Nigel's dad broke the recommissioning memory device, so he can't remember anything, and left a message to Nigel saying, don't try to restore my memories. This is behind me. The most important mission I have is being your parent and raising you. Wait, because that was so cute. That was the cutest ending. And I don't think watching it as a kid, we realized how much that hit, like watching it now. And it just reaffirms the theme that we have to grow up one day. We can't stay kids forever. And hearing that as a kid is sad, and you don't want to hear it because I want to stay a kid forever. Hearing that as an adult, well, it is nice to be a kid. But also being an adult is cool too, right? Comment down below. Do you want to go back and be a kid, or you good with what you good now? But that's all the time we have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video and you laughed, then you're going to love my comedy mystery cartoon, WKS. The pilot is out now, so go check that out. Oh, and one last thing I want to say is that Monty, Nigel's dad, was the black sheep of the family. I just wanted to point that out, because in breaking generational curses, you are sort of the outcast going against the grain. And I wonder what his other family members were like, because if Pappy was evil and his brother was evil, ain't no telling about the others. Hit that like button and subscribe and comment down below, because remember, if I get at least 1 comment, I'll come back for the next day of Vlogmas. Day 10. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and Facebook, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!